In this lesson, we're going to learn how to subtract integers. So for the previous video, we learned how to add integers and with the same signs or with a different sign. But what about right now? I give you 8 minus 10. So this time is subtraction right now. Just two positive number and they subtract with each other. So the general rule is that you transform this expression into 8 plus negative 10. Then you will see that this is similar to one expression that we learned yesterday. And then since it's addition and with a different sign, we just ignore this addition or subtraction, and then we only focus on 10 and the 8. So 10 is greater than 8. We will use absolute value of negative 10 minus absolute value of 8. So it's going to be 10 minus 8 and 2. But we're not done yet. We have to go back to see, since we put the 10 for the first, and then we use 10 to minus 8. But 10, we also have a negative sign here, so we have to put the negative at the end. This is how we do it, but I just want to give you the definition of subtracting integers. Is add is additive inverse if we subtract a number, which means let's say we have 7, its additive inverse is negative 7. What about negative 6? Its additive inverse will be 6, just the opposite sign. Then our general form, our formula to subtract integers will be a minus b. Then the definition says if we use a minus b, then it's also equal to we use a add the additive of b, which is negative b. So imagine that this time we have subtraction, and a and b just see a variable, and we say it represents positive number. So positive b, the additive of positive b will be negative b. Then the definition says we have to add is additive inverse, which we will get on this right hand side. Let's see some example. Let's see 6 minus 7, and by the definition we use 6 plus the additive of this positive 7 will be negative 7. Just add is additive. Then this time is addition, but with a different sign for these two numbers. Then we don't care about the sign for now. Just 7 is greater than 6. So we will use absolute value of negative 7 minus absolute value of a 6, which is 7 minus 6, and it's 1. Then go back to C. We use the 7 to minus 6. So besides the 7, we have a negative sign. So we have to put the negative sign at the end as well. That's how we use this formula and shortcuts. Let's see more examples. Here we have 7 minus 16. Again is subtraction, and we want to use the formula. We use 7 add the additive of a 16 will be negative 16. And since this time is addition with a different sign right here, don't care about the this symbol, and 16 is larger than 7, so we use absolute value of negative 16 minus absolute value of a 7. Then 16 minus 7 is 9. But we have to go back to check. We use 16. So besides the 16 is negative, so we put the negative at the end. Okay, see this is another one, negative 2 minus 5. Again, observe. This is subtraction and is a negative number. Subtract a positive number. Again, just use the formula. So negative 2, add the additive of 5 will be negative 5, just the opposite, right? And then we see here is addition, and this time is the same sign right here. This just two negative numbers just added together. Then our formula will be absolute value of negative 2 plus absolute value of negative 5. Just to remind you that because we use addition because here is addition and we have the same sign here. They are both negative. But for this one, we use subtraction because it's a different sign, right? That's the difference. Just want to remind you. And then 2 plus 5, and then 7. Now, we're not done yet. Have to go back to check because they are both negative, so we have to put the negative as well at the end. Okay, let's see more example. Here we have 5 minus negative 2. We learned about how to subtract two positive numbers. Let's say a minus b, they represent positive numbers, and it will be a plus the additive of positive b will be negative b. But what about right here? I want to give you a minus a negative b. This time it's negative. So just it's kind of a similar. We use a plus is additive of negative b will be just positive b, right? And with that, we can see this question, and this is subtraction, and it subtract a negative number, so we can say 5 plus the additive of negative 2 will be positive 2. Then 5 plus 2 will be 7. Let's see more. Again, this is a subtraction, and we use the formula negative 3 plus the additive of negative 6 will be 6. The additive of negative 6, just the opposite. So this time we have addition with a different sign. So we don't care about the sign right here. We just use 6 is greater than 3. So we use absolute value of a 6 minus absolute value of a negative 3. Then 6 minus 3 is 3. Then go back to check the sign. Because we use 6, right? We use 6. We put the 6 first. But the 6 is positive right now, so we just keep the same sign for the final result.